Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak, TGIF. It's Friday. We have a great 10-race card on tap, and we have even better carryovers. Huge numbers in the Rainbow Six, and we have a 2-day carryover in the Super High Five. It's going to be a great day of racing action, so let's get right to things. Here are the track and weather conditions for today's program. The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. The first race on Friday's card is a $35,000 maiden claiming event. 2-year-olds will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 2, Mr. Shipman.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the inside, it's Robin commences the best. Up on the outside, Grand Tapoy is away in second. Chesson is now third, from Aussie Dude in fourth. It's a stretch of 2.5 lengths back to Evan from Heaven in the trailer. Let's go, Irishman. Down the backstretch they go. It's Robin, controls the pace by a length and a quarter. Grand Tapoy on the outside second, the heavy hitter Chesson tucked in third. 2 better than Aussie Dude from fourth and Evan from Heaven, and trailing inside, Let's Go, Irishman. They went 22-1 for the opening quarter speed, and It's Robin controls the tone, leads it by a length and 3/4. Chesson toward the inside of Grand Tapoy second, with Aussie Dude racing in fourth, followed by Evan from Heaven, and they run to the top of the stretch. It's Robin turns first with a 2-length lead. Chesson coming up the inside lane, trying to gain ground on the final furlong, but It's Robin has something in reserve. Chesson is back to second. Evan from Heaven rallies down the center, followed by Let's Go, Irishman, but in deep stretch, the upset is on. It's Robin and Harry Hernandez to win it by 3 lengths. Second, Chesson in front of Let's Go, Irishman, then Evan from Heaven at 57-1.
It's Robin leads them all the way in the Friday opener, breaking his maiden in his second career start for owners Robin Team Show Racing Corporation. Harry Hernandez was aboard for trainer Antonio Sano. It's Robin paid $11.20 to win. That'll bring us right to the second race. This is a starter allowance. 3-year-olds and up will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're up. Toward the rail, Frankie's Trigger and Voter Turnout get the first calls. Moving from third on the outside is See the Judge from Go Go Romeo. Tell Me a Joke on the outside, and trailing the field early is Royal Grant. Racing down the backstretch, and Voter Turnout has no pace pressure today. He's on top as the heavy favorite by 2 lengths. Racing in second is Frankie's Trigger. It's a stretch of 5 to See the Judge and Go Go Romeo. Then Tell Me a Joke and Royal Grant. Half a mile away, top 2 continue to dominate. On top, Voter Turnout by 2. Frankie's Trigger is second. They've opened 7 on See the Judge third. Then Go Go Romeo, Tell Me a Joke, and Royal Grant. Less than 3 furlongs to go. No change in the plot. They're now at the 5/16 with the leader, Voter Turnout. Frankie's Trigger moves to him on the outside. These two quicken the cadence at the quarter pole. They're still a distance in front of the backfield, led by Tell Me a Joke. And Voter Turnout was just collared by Frankie's Trigger. Frankie's Trigger bids up on the outside of the heavy favorite, Voter Turnout, who is not kicked back yet at the 8th pole. 5 lengths back to Tell Me a Joke. Inside the final furlong, Frankie's Trigger is on to the front now. Voter Turnout is second. He's trying to come back, but he's running out of time, and he's running out of effort. Frankie's Trigger, the winner. 3 parts of a length. Voter Turnout second, then Royal Grant, Go Go Romeo, and Tell Me a Joke at 110-1.
Frankie's Trigger runs down heavily favored Voter Turnout to take the second race. Jesus Rios was the winning rider for trainer Sappy Joseph Jr. and owner Sappy Joseph and East End Partners. Frankie's Trigger paid $8 to win.
Sharman goes down the outside. Sharman goes chasing Danish Dynaformer. Danish Dynaformer. Sharman goes, and Sharman goes. Takes the Queen's Plate a length. And taking the 156th running of the Queen's Plate is Sharman Ghost, beautifully bred by Ghost Zapper.
Classic Bloodlines, Classic Sire, Ghost Zapper, standing at Adena Springs.
Race 3 is an allowance. 3-year-olds and up will be going 7 furlongs on the main track. A field of 7 will go to the post.
They're up. From From the outside, it's the favorite Tiger of Wales who wins the start. Toward the rail and trying to rush up after a step slow beginning is Taverny Bay. Also on the top flight here, Chepstow and Rough Passage. Real battle on for the early lead. There's still 4 across the track. It's Rough Passage toward the inside, Chepstow in the 3-path. Oohs and ahs between horses, and Magnanimous Mind widest of all. Behind the speed is Taverny Bay, 2.5 better than Mr. Amos. And after winning the start, Tiger of Wales is last of the 7 as they run down the backstretch. They're chasing the SoCal Invader, Rough Passage, who has smooth sailing so far. Leads it by a length and a half. From Chepstow between them second. Toward the inside, Oohs and ahs is next. Up on the outside, Magnanimous Mind. Taverny Bay rides the rail. He has room down in there in front of Mr. Amos and then Tiger of Wales. 3 furlongs left to go. Eddie Castro and Rough Passage, they call the shots. Lead it by a length and a quarter. Off the fence, Taverny Bay from the outside in Chepstow. Oohs and ahs is called at an afternoon. Tiger of Wales is working closer. He splits horses, moves into 4th with 5 lengths to make up. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Rough Passage, sharp so far, he's still in front. Taverny Bay is his closer pursuer from second. Chepstow is next. Tiger of Wales swing widest of all. Top of the stretch with an eighth of a mile to go. Rough Passage, he still has the lead by 2. Taverny Bay is second. Down the center, Tiger of Wales up the rail. It's Mr. Amos in deep stretch. Rough Passage has the winning lead. It's Rough Passage in a smooth debut. 2 in front. Taverny Bay second, in front of Chepstow third, and Mr. Amos fourth at 122 and 4.
Rough Passage runs to his strong workout pattern in the 3rd race, winning in his Gulfstream Park debut for trainer Kristen Mulhall. Eddie Castro was aboard the winning owner's Red Castle Farms. Rough Passage returned $7 for the victory. Race number 4 is a $20,000 claiming event. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races, will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch both of your main track only participants, the 9 and the 10.
They're off. Toward the inside, Who's That Chick commences nicely. Don't Tell Vanessa on the stretch out is showing speed. Up on the outside, it's Pretty Patsy with Caribbean Princess away in the top flight. These 4 are quickest. Then it's back to Starship OEM, tucking in Vivacious Annie. Along the rail, that's Tartaletta's second last, and the early trailer is Bellina Lady. They circle the first turn, chasing the speed of Don't Tell Vanessa, who has the lead 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Pretty Patsy is now second. Caribbean Princess tucked in third while on hold from Vivacious Annie, who's racing fourth, 2 lengths behind. It's a stretch of another length and a half back to the team of Who's That Chick, Starship OEM, and Bellina Lady, and trailing now is Tartaletta, but she's only about 5 lengths behind as they control the early speed. Doing the controlling, it's Don't Tell Vanessa, went 25 and 2 for a casual opening quarter. Pretty Patsy moves up on alongside second. Caribbean Princess is third. Starship OEM with a mid-race move, 3 wide down the backstretch. In between horses, that's Vivacious Annie. Tartaletta sought room, got room, and has now moved up a couple spots in front of Bellina Lady, and relegated to the trailing position is the favorite. Who's That Chick? Well, she's last of all, and she's about 6 lengths behind. They went 49 and 4 for a half mile, and they run to the top of the stretch. Pretty Patsy bids up on the outside of Don't Tell Vanessa. They're 2.5 better than Caribbean Princess and Vivacious Annie. Trying to wind it up from the back is Who's That Chick, but she's very wide, 5 or 6 deep at the top of the lane after 3 quarters and 113 and 1. Don't Tell Vanessa, well rationed on the front by Gonzalez. Boots away by 3 now. Pretty Patsy is there second. Toward the inside, Caribbean Princess. Then Who's That Chick and Tartaletta, but Don't Tell Vanessa is on her way to victory. Pretty Patsy a clear second, but Don't Tell Vanessa's in front. Second was Pretty Patsy. It's close third, either Bellina Lady or Who's That Chick in 136 and 4.
Don't Tell Vanessa gets the win in the 4th race. Jonathan Gonzalez was in the irons for trainer Monty Thomas and owners Whitney Racing Stable Inc. Don't Tell Vanessa paid $13 to win. Let's get to the 5th race now, a $10,000 maiden claimer. Fillies and Mares, 3-year-olds and up, will be going 7 furlongs on the main track.
They're off. From the outside, one at a time, Sunshine breaks for the lead. Toward the inside, that's Close Connection who comes away second. Annie Bell on the outside, Diana's comprising the pink, drives it up between horses. Toward the rail, that's Stephanie's Dream. It's a stretch of another 3.5 lengths back to Teresa's Kim with Moscow Miss, and out the back door, Transcendent Faith, but she's moving closer. Down the backstretch they go, one at a time. Sunshine takes no prisoners, leads it by 4. Diana's comprise is second. Close Connection is in close from third now. She's between horses with Annie Bell Bell on the outside of her. Stretch of 2.5 lengths back to Stephanie's Dream in front of Transcendent Faith, who's moved up a few spots, and the two stragglers at the back, Teresa's Kim and Moscow Miss. They take it to the fore turn. They went 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. One at a time, Sunshine leads it by a length and a half. Here's Close Connection in the yellow on the outside of Diana's Comprise. These two coming after the early speed with 46 and 2 to a half mile. They run to the top of the stretch. Close Connection on the outside. Diana's Comprise put between horses. Toward the rail, one at a time, Sunshine. Transcendent Faith is running on from fourth, but they're at the top of the stretch. On the outside, it's Close Connection from between them. Diana's Comprise stays right with these leaders now. One at a time, Sunshine battles on the rail, and Transcendent Faith is fourth. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Nothing yet. Does Diana's Comprise and Close Connection toward the rail. One at a time, Sunshine in tight, but still boxing on. In deep stretch, on the outside, it's Close Connection. Diana's Comprise toward the rail. Photo finish. Too close to call. Was it the favorite on the outside, Close Connection, or Diana's Comprise on the inside in 127 and 2?
Diana's Comprise just outnoses Close Connection in a very close photo here. Rodney Sudine is your winning jockey for trainer Barry Rose and owners Rose Family Stable. Diana's Comprise paid $23 to win in her maiden-breaking victory.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
On to the sixth race now. This is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $12,500. Florida-bred 3-year-olds and up will be going a mile on the turf course. Scratch the 4, the 8, and the 12.
They're up to a level beginning. From the center, it's Charlie Mops who gets the first call. Heart Doctor moves to challenge. Arch in the Park trying to cross over from his high draw toward the rail. That's Blessed with Prayer and the run to the first turn. It will be Charlie Mops who has the lead by a length and a quarter. Arch in the Park settles in second. From third, that's Heart Doctor. Then Blessed with Prayer and Two-Step Temper, followed by Zen Imperialism. On the inside, it's Ringgold. He's much closer today, 3 lengths better than Plausibly, and the early trailer is Bawana Dance. They run into the backstretch. Even money the number. Charlie Mops the boss. Charlie Mops goes to the backstretch run on top by 2. Racing in second position is outside running Arch in the Park. To the inside, Heart Doctor. He's now third. From the outside, and racing along fourth is Two-Step Temper. 3 wide Zen Imperialism, then Blessed with Prayer and Ringgold. 2 better than Plausibly, and continuing to trail Bawana Dance. He's about 9 or 10 off the lead. They go with less than half a mile to travel, and Charlie Mops continues to do the heavy lifting. He leads it by a length and a half. Arch in the Park continues patient while second, from Heart Doctor, who's had a ground-saving run third. From the outside in Two-Step Temper fourth, then Blessed with Prayer. He's held up under Nunez. From the outside in Ringgold, Zen Imperialism has called it an afternoon. Plausibly tries to run on, and so does Bawana Dance as they run to the top of the stretch. They went a half mile in 49 seconds flat, and they move to the top of the stretch after 3 quarters in 1:12 and 3. Charlie Mops roused on the front end by Manny Aguilar and moves away a length and a half. Heart Doctor to the clear now, and here he comes. Heart Doctor to the attack with an eighth of a mile to go. Charlie Mops digging in, bracing for the challenge of Heart Doctor. Charlie Mops still in front. Heart Doctor trying to get by late. Charlie Mops, Heart Doctor, here's the line. Charlie Mops. You'll need a Heart Doctor after that one, but Charlie Mops got the victory over Heart Doctor. Close third, Ringgold running on in 1:35 and 3.
Charlie Mops crosses the wire first in the sixth race, but is ultimately disqualified for drifting out and impeding the 7 Heart Doctor. Heart Doctor is consequently named your winner here. Manny Cruz gets the win as the rider for owner and trainer Gary Jackson. Heart Doctor returned $18.20 for the victory. Race 7 is a $25,000 maiden claiming event. 2-year-olds will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the main track. A field of 8 will go to the post.
They're up. From the outside, Proud Enough begins nicely. Toward the rail, that's Mass Approval, and Kimchi Strike is showing speed in his debut. Moving in fourth is Alex the Dude. Followed inside by Partagas Way, who had to shut off a little bit there. He's now shuffled back a bit. From the outside, it's El Chakal, then it's Benzaz Pride, and the early trailer is Lil Henry. They run around the far turn. Mass Approval leads at a half a length. Proud Enough second. Alex the Dude working off the fence third. Kimchi Strike is now fourth. Toward the rail, it's Partagas Way who's tacking on well fifth. In front of an outside running Al Shakal. In between horses, Benzaz Pride and 3 lengths to Lil Henry. Top of the stretch, Mass Approval on the inside. Proud Enough up and on the outside, and Proud Enough just took a short lead. Mass Approval tries to battle back second, and he's doing just that. It's a stretch of 3.5 lengths back to the firster, Partagas Way. He's trying to get underway at the 8th mile mark. It's Proud Enough surging to a short lead. Mass Approval, a stubborn foe down to the inside, but Proud Enough going 2 to his 1 late. Proud Enough in front. Mass Approval second from Partagas Way third. Alex the Dude finished fourth in 58-4.
Proud Enough runs down Mass Approval to take the 7th race. Tyler Gaffleone and Ralph Nix team up with another 2-year-old winner today. The winning owners, Goldmark Farm, LLC, Proud Enough paid $8 to win. Race number 8 is a $12,500 maiden claimer. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up will be sprinting 5 furlongs on the turf course.
They're up. The gray D's Causeway gets the first call. Moving to challenge now is Patrina's Love to take the lead. Up on the outside, Tricky Entry is showing speed, and from between horses exchanging glances. So it will be the long shot, Tricky Entry, to have the lead in the entry to the far turn from Patrina's Love, who races in second. Wide on the course is Alarming Angel, exchanging glances between horses. Followed by D's Causeway. Up the rail, it's Bellamy's Gold with Miss Regal Light. Second last early is our Jackie Wacky, and the trailer is Rose Festival. They run around the far turn. Tricky Entry held together up top at 50-1 through an opening quarter in 21-4. Patrina's Love looks like she has horse, no place to prove it. From the outside, exchanging glances is coming on, and Alarming Angel will have to do better, and they're at the top of the stretch. Tricky Entry has the lead. Patrina's Love into the clear now, and our Jackie Wacky splits horses late inside the final furlong. Patrina's Love driving to the lead now. Tricky Entry is back to second. Our Jackie Wacky and D's Causeway shake loose late, but the winner is Patrina's Love. Patrina's Love and Jose Alvarez by 2.5. Second, D's Causeway. Our Jackie Wacky's in a photo for third with Rose Festival in 57-2.
Patrina's Love kicks clear to take the 8th race. Jose Alvarez was the winning rider for trainer Ruben Monges and owners Northwest Stud Stables. Patrina's Love paid $7.20 to win.
Hit the bullseye with an OBS August yearling. Since January 1st, 2014, OBS August yearling sale graduates have been on target for 65 stakes wins and counting, including 18 graded stakes wins from coast to coast. 800 yearlings by leading and proven national sires and promising young guns will be offered August 25th through August 27th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Race number 9 is a $6,250 claimer. Fillies and Mares 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races, or 3-year-olds, or which have not won a race since February 21st, will be going a mile on the main track. Scratch the 2, BL's Dream.
They're up. From the outside, Barry Blitz begins the best. Widest of all is Can Lady in the early stages. Up the inside, Rachel's Girl is punching forward, and Divining comes away with speed from the center. So as they link up with the main course, Barry Blitz has lost the lead now, as Feeling Better Today pokes through to put ahead in front. Divining right alongside second. Rachel's Girl tucked in. She's now third. From the outside, Can Lady is there with Barry Blitz, who's steadily losing ground in the early stages. Moving up and by her is Dakota Eyes, 3 better than Mambo Maya, and the early trailer is Bird Mudaful. The pace is swift here, 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. Feeling Better Today is in front by 2.5 lengths. Divining is second. Dakota Eyes has moved through to be third in front of Can Lady. Then it's Berry Blitz. Toward the rail, Rachel's Girl, followed by Mambo Maya, and Bird Mudiful last of all and about 9 or 10 off the lead. They went 45-3 for an opening half mile. Feeling Better Today, blazing the trail out here, 3 furlongs from the money and 4 on top. Riding the rail is Dakota Eyes into second. Berry Blitz is up the inside. Mambo Maya splits horses. She's coming on now. Mambo Maya is into fourth and making ground at the 5/16. Moving to the top of the stretch, Dakota Eyes very confidently handled and up to take the lead from Feeling Better Today. From the back, Berry Blitz and Mambo Maya are next. Bird Mudiful swings wide for the drive after 3 quarters in 1:11-2. Dakota Eyes sweeps to the lead and opens up. The battle's on for second as Dakota Eyes is widening with every stride. From the outside, Bird Mudiful and Mambo Maya, then Berry Blitz and Feeling Better Today. But Dakota Eyes, a much the best winner. Jonathan Gonzalez wraps her up, and Dakota Eyes is 6 or 7 to the good. Mambo Maya second, from Berry Blitz third. Bird Mudiful fourth, 138-2.
Dakota Eyes scores a dominant win in the 9th race. The 5-year-old mare gives Jonathan Gonzalez his second riding victory of the day. Tamar Levy was the winning trainer, the winning owners Jan Meehan, Fawn Meehan, and John Patika. Dakota Eyes paid $9.20 to win. The final race on Friday's card is an $8,000 claimer. Fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have not won 3 races or which have not won a race since February 21st of this year, will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. Scratch the 2, the 4, and the 7. That means the 13, the business, will get in.
And runners the way. The business was off a step slow. From the outside, Just Call Me Moni and Run G Run are both away quickly. Here's Quentos trying to move up from the inside position. It's a length and a half back to Darn Proud, who hugs the rail. Hero Wisdom's in a bit tight there. Alongside that is Wild Eris and Aeolian, wide on the course in the early stages and trying to cross over as LG Sissy. It's a stretch of a length and a half, racing second last as the subpar starter, The Business, and it's a gap of another 8 or 9 lengths back to the trailer So Festive. They run into the backstretch. Quentos makes the tone, leads it by a length and 3/4. Run Gia Run is racing in second position on the outside. Just Call Me Moni third. Darn Proud is positioned fourth with an inside run. 2 better than Wild Eris, then it's the Oleon. Stretch of 3. Toward the rail, it's Hero Wisdom with LG Sissy and So Festive, and 5 lengths to the trailer, The Business. Down the backstretch they continue. They went the opening quarter in a rapid 22-1, and they take it to the far turn. Quentos has the lead. Racing up on the inside, Darn Proud's now a joint second alongside Run Gia Run. Just Call Me Moni is 3 wide while fourth. Wild Eris is riding the rail from fifth now. With Aeolian on the outside, 3 wide and sixth. It's a stretch of 2 to Hero Wisdom, seventh. Racing his eighth is So Festive. Ninth is The Business. And trailing the field here is LG Sissy. That's the 10 of them as So Darn Proud just ran up to take the lead. Wild Eris from off cover will have an opportunity, and Aeolian swings wide for the drive. Top of the lane, Darn Proud has the lead now by a length and a half. Into the clear, Wild Eris is coming after, and Aeolian down the center. 3/4, 1:11 flat, and they're at the side the final furlong. Aeolian is next. Here's The Business from absolutely last, rolling up the inside. She's going best of all. The Business from worst to first to win. Aeolian was second in front of Wild Eris and Darn Proud, and Hero Wisdom to complete your high five in 1:30 flat.
The Business breaks slow but finishes fast in the 10th race. The also eligible draws in and gets the victory under a Misael Jaramillo. Antonio Sano was the winning trainer for owners Guarnieri Stables Inc. The Business paid $10.20 to win. And here are the payouts from our exotic wagers. The pick 4, 4 of 4, returned $353.40. The pick 5, 4 of 5, $40.90. 5 of 5, $2,906.65. The Rainbow 6, 6 of 6, returned $20,300.86. There was no single winning ticket holder today. The carryover for Saturday, a guaranteed jackpot carryover pool of $500,000. That's going to do it for Friday's card. Tomorrow is Saturday. That means it is Stakes Day here at Gulfstream. The 4th race is the Gold Mover Stakes. Fillies and mares will be sprinting 6 furlongs on the main track, and this race drew a pretty nice field that is headlined by Flutterby, who was second last time out in the Grade 2 Princess Rooney here on Summit of Speed Day, trained by the ever-vibrant 94-year-old Jerry Bazzo. Flutterby was second only to the multiple graded stakes winning Mary Meadow, and she defeated that day Kiss to Remember from the Marty Wolfson barn, who would come back to win the Monroe Stakes here at Gulfstream in her next start and is now bound for the Grade 1 Ballerina Stakes up at Saratoga next week. It's going to be a very exciting race. Be here to see it tomorrow. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action. I'm Katie Stazak.